Chamge jitab kalenjin mangungoi tugulole mitego ibaibay akikere keteshet nebo Kass TV itagate institutetab Kass Mashinani kigurena Jacqueline Arusei en Kass Mashinani kebun logoiwek chetesetai en emet ibwat ile mite sirik chok chebo logoiwek en counties cheterter kotesetai kosubi logoiwek ako notok kebendi kebun logoiwechutok tugul kou ole kongete studio kitaune logoiwechotok ole tesetai en nguni tuyet nebo 15 nebo Magical Kenya Travel Expo 2025 en komosta notok bo Uhuru Gardens en Nairobi igorata kindojin Deputy President Kithure Kindiki ngegustigong ngalaleni.
As we enforce this growth by bringing direct economic benefits to a wide array of local entrepreneurs. Ladies and gentlemen, despite the positive picture, our numbers could do better. We remain head above shoulders when ranked against our East African brothers, but struggle when compared to destinations in North and South Africa. Indeed, Tanzania and Uganda numbers are rapidly rising at 2.1 million and 1.37 million visitors respectively in 2024, the same period of review. This, of course, pales in comparison to the global giants in Asia and Europe, raking in numbers in the double digits. With Africa emerging as one of the strongest performing regions in global tourism recovery for the year 2025, we must do more to tap into this growth and drive performance. Kenya's traditional offerings of wildlife safaris, cultural heritage, and coastal retreats must indeed continue to draw international visitors, but they must be complemented by new and innovative products. I commend the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife in its recent efforts to drive the Astro-Tourism initiative that takes advantage of Africa's equatorial positioning. Desert safaris in areas such as Chalbi are also emerging as significant tourism opportunities to rival the Middle East and Asian markets. The same can be said of the mobilization of Kenya's reputation as a technology innovation powerhouse and the continent's Silicon Savannah, positioned to drive tech-driven tourism solutions targeting young technology entrepreneurs as principal actors. We must develop new tourist products and exploit untapped potential in non-traditional attractions and regions to spur the sector's growth. We must capitalize on the opportunities that intra-Africa tourism can provide within the context of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. For this to happen, the tourism sector must become a critical interlocutor in the transport, logistics, trade and investments, land and environment, MSMEs, labor and social protection sectors, driving the policy focus towards synergized outcomes. We must also deliberate on how to market Kenya and the nuances that characterize the Kenyan experience. Over and above the Kenya of the Big Five, there is the Kenya of M-Pesa and mobile money, the Kenya of Twitter, now X, the Kenya of Eliud Kipchoge, and the Kenya of Wangari Maathai, the Kenya of innovation and leadership, the Kenya that hosts the United Nations, the biggest United Nations facility in the global south is situated in this city. We must market that Kenya. Kenya's identity is one of profound diversity. We are the cradle of humankind, with Turkana and Rift Valley hosting sites of unparalleled archaeological significance. We are also home to over 40 vibrant communities, each with unique traditions, cuisines, and art. By diversifying our offerings into culture, sports, faith, and heritage tourism, we shall continue to ensure that Kenya holds a compelling appeal for every visitor, from the thrill seeker to the pilgrim. Underlying our efforts must be an unwavering commitment to sustainability. We must remain determined to protect the very treasures that attract the world to our shores, including our wildlife, landscapes, and rich culture. Our 15 billion tree planting national initiative is fighting climate change while enhancing ecotourism. Through the Kenya Wildlife and the Kenya Forest Services, we remain committed to protecting endangered species and supporting communities through conservancy programs. We have the vision for sustainability, which means that the benefits of tourism are shared widely as possible, from our villages and counties to our wildlife parks and coastal resorts. This concept is not abstract. It is visible. When a local family-owned guest house in Rusinga Island is fully booked, when local community groups have scheduled hiking tours around the Nzambani Hill in Kitui in eastern Kenya, when a local Uji spot on Kirigiti Road, Kiambu, not far from here, joins the list of must-visit establishments. This is how tourism will build Kenya's economy going forward. This is how tourism will forge a nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I recognize this as a dynamic marketplace of ideas, a platform for business, and a meeting point for cultures. I acknowledge that the success of tourism hinges on partnerships, for which reason the government of Kenya will continue to provide an enabling environment. I call upon all of us to make tourism the bridge between Kenya, Africa, and the world, and the sector that empowers our people. This is the sector that is best suited to tell the world who we are as Kenya, as Africa. On behalf of President William Ruto, I declare the 15th Magical Kenya Travel Expo officially open. Welcome to Magical Kenya. Asanteni sana.
Your Excellency, kindly before you leave, we have some gifts. I welcome our able CS to hand over the gift to our chief guest, as the PS also prepares to gift our Minister for Tourism from South Sudan. The Chair Tourism kindly prepare also to gift our able CS. Let's
Kete se tante tutetap Kass Mashinani ko gange jersigi ko gergo le kaip chiga manut somanet ne basugulishe ko subke angnegi gondete tutik sergale ne ko gergo le kal kachopchi gip somani ne rabishek cheba somanet ni to go subke ang kanetinde ne basugule tam song natet ne basotik titi ai Joel Maritim ne ga moine go logo ko tagwa lutik engjangi dap gip somani ne chogo ka anaji ko itita sugule tap titi ai go subkakte tutik cheba sergale cheba ke libanji gip somani ne arabinik.
Ko oret agenge nebo kikimit somanet ko kitet ministry nebo somanet rabisiek chekitokyin sugulisiek chebo muswoknotet anan TTIS kotoret kipsomaninik konyor somanet ak kistoengei koimutik chebune familia chechang, noton ko nebo rarunetab school fees. Kamwa konetindet neo anan principal nebo sugulitab muswoknotet nebo Stotik TTI Joel Maritim kole noton ko kikotoret chongindab kipsomaninik konyor somanet.
So komi rabisiek, in fact government is funding. In fact, in most cases, admitted students without paying a single cent. I go applying for scholarships, go applying for loans, go applying for bursaries through their own home CDF, o mi county governments kora chekonu bursaries. So as students komatotindoi challenge nebo nini. So amwoi sigik ak lagok ale mi rabisiekab serikali, mi loans, miten kokikon scholarships. So kasitab mwanafunzi ko koapply. Lakini ngunon ngeadmiten keapplyini kindoi staff cheyoe kasit noton. So ma challenge ngalekab fees. So chito nemiten nje olin matiorogen ile mi barak gharama, mamiten okonu law ako somanet nebo nguni chukitokebore kasich lakwet ko kaibut, mami chi nebuti en nguni. Curriculum nekindoi nguni nebo modularized ko mami mwanafunzi choton ot maketebe certificate kele kitebe kityo amu kaimende exam kosomen rabisiek nibuch kele en class taisoma nguno kiyomdos nebo diploma ak nebo certificate en clasit agenge.
Kates komwa Maritim kole somanetab muswoknotet kobun TTI kotinye kelchin kobun boisionik chebo eunek ole kamwa ine kole chang kipsomaninik chekikonyor boisionik en emotinwekab sang.
Ako en ngotore that nini 3 months choton kikoi certificate. So nemoe kotestai kotakosoman kosomoni, nemoe akoyai kasit kowendi. Amun sikeyai kunoto ko kong'et en nguni mi emotinwek chemoche skills. Kimoche areas chebo plumbing, kimoche electrical, kimoche mechanics en bitosiek chu. So ot nguni ketindoi lagok ang'wan chebendi Britain this month, this month, chebo agriculture. This October. Bendi actually target 20 something of October. Lagok ang'wan chebo agriculture kobendi koyae kasit en Britain. So ngunon we are addressing the issue about skills. Ako so TTI is equally, we have equipment, we have modern equipment. Kiketau departments.
Kora komwa ine kole nyolu en sigik kokimit lagokwak kochutyi courses en sukulisiekab muswoknotet. Kiit nekamwa kole taban nebo somanet ko kikonyor biik cheyemchindos ak sukulisiek choton chebo TTI mising ko nebo sotik kelchinoik chechang.
So aleni sigik kwa lagok chan katar sukul en gaa matobur en gaa obwan onyon onetkei muswoknotet kiit ne rahisi. Ako ngele kitokchinigei kora kemoche self employment. Makimoe biik chetore chito kosukul, makimoe keproduce biik chetore kosukunote kosomote kasit. Mi nechue bitosiek chun olimbo Qatar, olimbo Saudi Arabia, kele kimoche ko kiit nemoe en yuto ko skills. So apeleni sigik ak aleni biik chebo kalenjin onginde lagok kiit nemie nguni ko koketech en olan tugul kila constituency kotindoi iwe Narok ni ko kiketech en oli. So onginde lagok sukulisiekab muswoknotet.
Kong'eten county nebo Bomet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Festus Rono.
Ketesetai kokaindochi en karonitab betutab rani President William Ruto igorta notok kamite ak rwoik chebo emoni chekomite eng labatet notok pa World Athletics Championships nebo Tokyo 2025 ole kaimuch koboiboenchi President William Ruto mindilok chotok kiib emetab Kenya ole kinyor gold 7 ak konyor silver 2 ak bronze medals aeng. Ngenyoru ng'alaletab rwoik chekomite eng kibagenge ak President William Ruto eng karonitab rani eng State House Nairobi.
Your Excellency the President of Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, the CS, all protocol of staff, good morning. Let me also take this opportunity to say thank you, Your Excellency, for this warm welcome back at home. It's so honored to be welcomed home after a very successful World Championship, where we did an amazing job. I will say we did extremely well compared to 2023 World Championship in Budapest. Where we had only 3 gold medals. So this time we came back home with 7 gold medals and silver medals and bronze medals. So as I stand here, I was not the deputy team captain to Tokyo, but I'm representing Beatrice Tebet, who is not there with us today because of what happened. She lost his father-in-law. We really say sorry to her and the entire family. So as assistant team captain, let me take this opportunity to thank the government of Kenya for the support we got while we were preparing for Tokyo. We say asante sana. Thank you to the ministry. Thank you to AK for really helping us to achieve this great milestone in our careers. Let me also take this opportunity to say a big thank you to Ambassador in Tokyo, Moile Moshira. Your Excellency, he did an amazing job to look for ugali for Wanyonyi. I don't think tungepata gold medal kama ingekuwa ya ugali. Malizie finish line. Tupate ya men pia kwa the other side of men. Because we did amazing as women. We came back home with 6 gold medals and 1 gold medal from men's side. So men, you have to pull your socks up. Let me also thank all the officials for helping us, the medic team, coaches, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Your Excellency, and we really do appreciate everything. Thank you so much.
Next, allow me to invite the Cabinet Secretary for Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports, Honorable Salim Mvurya. Tumpigie makofi. Karibu sana, Waziri.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, the PSS here present, PS Correctional Services, PS Sports, General 2A, President of AK, the captain of the team, other government officials, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Your Excellency, let me take this opportunity to say that we are greatly honored, and this morning is a very special moment for our country. It's a special moment for sports in our country. We were here, Your Excellency, when you gave the flag to this team, and they promised to return the flag with glory. And therefore today here we are in a moment of our national pride because Kenya performed extremely well, Your Excellency. I was there together with the chair of the Parliamentary Committee on Sports, and I can tell you, Your Excellency, it was very, very emotional. Very emotional when, you know, Faith and Chebet were leading the team. We all felt the Kenyan spirit. And therefore, Your Excellency, I also want to assure you that in terms of welfare, the ministry was able to take care of the welfare of the athletes, and will continue to do so. I remember, Your Excellency, you had given us directions on matters allowances, which we implemented, and will continue to support this team and all the talents in our country. I also want to assure you, Your Excellency, that our top athletes who won in Tokyo were tested by the Athletics Integrity Unit, and therefore that confirms that our team won with integrity and there will be no issues. Your Excellency, I also want to say that over the last few weeks, we have had a lot of discussions with the World Anti-Doping Agency. They had raised 35 issues of non-compliance. And right now, Your Excellency, I want to assure you that 30 of them have been resolved, and now we await their decision and the direction. Your Excellency, we will continue to make sure that we implement your vision of harnessing talents from the grassroots. And therefore, the investment in infrastructure will continue so that we are able to get the talents from the ground. And Your Excellency, through your leadership, the athletes and sportsmen and women of our country are no longer complaining about being left at the airport, about not having good accommodation. Those are now issues of the past. And through your leadership, Your Excellency, Kenya's profile in the world is highly respected, and we will continue to implement reforms to make sure that we hold on to that profile. So, Your Excellency, I don't want to say much. I want to take this opportunity at this moment to invite His Excellency, the Deputy President, to also make his remarks. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you.
Your Excellency, President William Ruto, the President of our country, and all the dignitaries present, athletes, and colleagues. I am very happy today to be part of this congregation to celebrate the tremendous success that our athletes have achieved and the honor they have brought to our nation. Nothing unites Kenya more than sports. Nothing profiles Kenya globally more than sports. And athletics has been our #1 sport. We have received favor, glory, respect, dignity because of the hard work, the grit, the focus, and the discipline that our athletes have shown around the world over many years. I want to thank the team that has returned from Tokyo for sustaining our national dignity and our track record in athletics, and for proving to the world that our dominance in athletics is not temporal, is not time-bound, it is long-term, and we will sustain it for as long as Kenya exists. Your Excellency, allow me to say one other thing, because ideally these athletes want to listen from your guidance today, which is that the stature where our athletes have placed Kenya requires that we continue to collectively as a nation, and also specifically for our sports ministry, the Federation, Athletic Kenya, as well as individual athletes, we must continue to protect that stature, because great talent, great achievement comes with great responsibility. I therefore urge all of us to continue protecting the image of our country, and for the athletes out there who are aspiring to continue with this legacy, I pray that you will maintain integrity, hard work, focus, and protect the image of our country as a powerhouse in athletics, now and in the future, and forevermore. Mr. President, it is now my humble duty to request that you come and address this congregation. Wapi makofi ya rais jameni?
Good morning, everybody. Please, let's take our seats. Asanteni sana. I am pleased to welcome you back home after your historic performance at the World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan. You have to forgive me. This is a very emotional moment. I don't know why. And I must say congratulations to you people. Tuwapigie makofi hao. You carried our flag with pride and brought great honor to Kenya, once again proving that we are a nation of champions. It is not an easy feat to achieve. Out of 198 countries, Kenya finished second overall with 11 medals, 7 gold, 2 silver, and 2 bronze. To be the second best in the whole world out of 198 countries is no mean achievement. This is an achievement we celebrate with pride, but more importantly, one that we must emulate as a nation in every other thing that we do. Like our athletes, we do not settle for average. We aspire for excellence. Every race you run, every medal you win is a reminder that Kenya's destiny is not merely to participate, but to triumph. Our athletes remind us that excellence is not given. It is earned through sacrifice, discipline, hard work, and courage. The world expects Kenya to lead, not to follow. As you, our champions, have proven, greatness is our heritage. Mediocrity has no place in the Kenyan story. Just as you train for gold, Kenya must train for excellence in every field, in education, in health, in development, in innovation, and in leadership. Average does not raise a flag. Average does not unite a nation. Greatness and excellence does. You carry more than medals. You carry the proof that Kenya can be, and indeed are, a great nation. Before you left for these games, one evening here, you shared with me some of your concerns and requests. I pledged that I will consider the issues you had raised with me, and among the immediate actions that we have taken was to ensure that your foreign allowances were enhanced and fully paid as you traveled. I think you can confirm that. The commitment I made to you was already fulfilled by the ministry. Additionally, in recognition of your heroic efforts, a total of Kenya shillings 27 million has already been disbursed to the medalists. 3 million for each gold medalist, 2 million for each silver, and 1 million for each bronze medalist, in line with my directive when you left here. You also asked me to consider the matter of affordable housing for medalists as extended to Harambee Stars after the CHAN. I want to confirm again that just like we did for the CHAN Harambee Stars sportsmen and women, the 7 medalists will also benefit the way the others did. Government of Kenya, we are going to pay for half of a house of your choice. So you choose the house, we pay for you half, you pay the other half. And if you don't have money to pay the other half, and I know you do, we are going to extend, like we are going to do for all other Kenyans, a soft loan that will enable you to pay between about 5,000 shillings every month for a house that you will end up owning. And because we have already paid half, you will be paying probably about 2,500 or thereabout. So the 7 good people, unlucky for men, 7 ladies and 1 man, you will become the beneficiaries as your colleagues did in Chan. And let me set the record straight. I know there are some who, because of ignorance, believe that we are dishing out affordable houses. There is no affordable house that is going to be given to anybody without being paid for. When we say that we are going to make affordable house available to anybody, including our athletes here, it means the government of Kenya is going to pay, because affordable housing is under a fund that must strictly adhere to the rules that govern affordable housing in the nation. And therefore, there is no house that's going to be dished out to anybody for whatever consideration. Every house will be paid for either by individuals or by the state, as in the case I have mentioned. You have once again inspired Kenyans, especially the young people, and reminded the world that ours is a nation rich in talent, discipline, and resilience. You are not just athletes, you are role models, ambassadors of Kenya, and torchbearers of our national pride. As we celebrate your victories, let us also remember that discipline, resilience, and unity are the true gold medals that inspire every Kenyan. And let me say this, that, this morning, when I received this team, I really felt that in our nation, it is clear that Kenya is not made for the average. We are not fashioned. Our DNA as a nation is not for the usual and the ordinary and the average. Our DNA as a nation is for excellence. And we are not meant for the third world. Kenya is not. Kenya's DNA is not for the third world. We are in the third world by mistake. We are in the third world by default, and we must correct it. We must correct it. And that is why I am telling every Kenyan, if you had any doubt in your mind about the DNA of our nation, look at the performance of this team. The performance of this team, out of 198 nations of the world, we are the second best after the United States. That tells you that is the league we play in, the League of Champions, the League of Excellence. That is where Kenya belongs. And it is our collective mission. It is our responsibility as leaders. It is my responsibility as the president of this country, to lead from the front. Just the same way what we have done in the last 3 years. We have transformed our agriculture. Today, we are producing more maize, more tea, more coffee. We are doing better in sugarcane. We have transformed our education, stabilized our university funding. We now have hired close to 100,000 teachers. Our education system is now stable. We have rolled out affordable housing across Kenya, markets and hostels. We have stabilized our economy. Where others thought Kenya was going to default, we've done the opposite. Kenya has actually climbed up the ladder. Our economy is now the 6th largest economy in Africa. We've dealt with inflation. We've managed our exchange rate. We've managed our interest rates. We're now moving in the right direction. In fact, even our credit rating has improved. We have rolled out universal health coverage. In other words, we have set the base for us to get to the next level. Now, good people, citizens of Kenya, it is time for us now to move the country to the next level. What we have done is good, but it is not enough. We've just set the base. That is just the base. We need to now up our game and make our country truly great, because that is what Kenya is designed for. That is the metal we are made of. That is the DNA of Kenya, to be excellent. So this morning is a clear testimony to me that this is a great nation. It is up to us as leaders to do what we must and to rally the support, the goodwill of every citizen of Kenya for us to move our country to the next level. And therefore, good people, on behalf of a grateful nation, I say congratulations to you, congratulations Team Kenya, and welcome back home. Karibuni sana. Let me conclude by saying the following. Because we have seen what, it's been very interesting for me the last few days. I went to one university on was it Tuesday? Yeah, on Tuesday. I went to Uma University in Kajiado. And it was very interesting to me that a Muslim-based university, the vice-chancellor was a lady. You know, it is no small achievement. Yesterday, I went to the showground for the Nairobi International Show and Trade Fair. The chair of ASK, the national chair, is also a lady. And then again this morning, we come to this function, and 6 out of 7 medalists are ladies. You know, I am beginning to confirm that what men can do, ladies can do better. And I know we are in the process of hiring the chairperson of our Public Service Commission. If I were asked for recommendation, I would recommend that a lady be hired. I think they will do a great job. But having said that, and in support of our sportsmen and women in Kenya, I have discussed with our disciplined forces or services, discipline services, both our KDF and our National Police Service. And we have agreed that a total of 500 sportsmen will be hired into our discipline services. To provide them a base where they can get the necessary equipment, the necessary support for them to continue raising the standard of sports in our country. I have discussed with CDF, and in the recruitment that is going on now, 200 sportsmen and women will be hired into the military. And I have also discussed with the Inspector General of Police, and he has also confirmed to me that 150 sportsmen and women will be hired into the NPS. I will be discussing with the other discipline forces, prisons, KWS. I will also be discussing with the NYS so that we can carry more sportsmen and women into these disciplined agencies so that they can get the relevant training for them to be supportive and to be supported in excelling in their talents. I also must commend the ministry for working with WADA. Kenya is a great sporting nation, and we do not want our sportsmen and women to be adulterated in any manner, for whatever reason, by anybody. And we will do whatever it takes. And my instructions, Waziri, is that we reorganize ADAC properly, inject professionalism, make sure you work with best practice, best international standards, so that we can continue sports in Kenya with the integrity that it deserves. So you and your team, Waziri, at the ministry, make sure that as we support our employees, our sportsmen and women, as we support them, we also make sure that characters who have no good intention do not get into the way of the talents of our young people as they pursue excellence in whatever it is, from football to volleyball, ball games, let me say, to all the other, to athletics and all the other games in between. So, asanteni sana, my very best wishes. You can count on the government of Kenya, your government, and you can count on my very personal attention on this matter and on making sure that we succeed. I also want to let you know that as I promised when I came into office, the sports fund, I did say that it was not going to be used for any other purpose because it had been made a free-for-all fund where anybody who was looking for some money to do something went to sports fund. We have now said that sports fund is sacrosanct just for our sportsmen and women, to develop the infrastructure for them, provide them with incentives, provide them with support, and make sure that Kenya continues to shine and to be.
Those highlights as we prepare the checks. If we can have the video, please.
Tetap kalenjin nga nyoru logat kongete studio asiketestai ak tetutietab Kass Mashinani.